Hi, thanks for joining me. I'm David Hunter. I'm in the UK and I'm currently driving, as we speak, a 2021 Model 3 Performance. I'm en route to Tesla in Nottingham to go and test drive the brand new Model 3 Highlander Performance to see if there's a vast difference between this model and the latest model. So come and join me on that drive and see what you think. So I have a 2021 Performance model, 20,000 miles on the clock. Do I change it for a Performance Model Y or Performance Model 3? I test drove the Y last week in the episode, but has there been enough changes to warrant me to get rid of my 2021 version for this Highlander Model 3? So the improvements are redesigned exterior and improved aerodynamics. 2, quieter, more premium interior and better sound insulation. 3, upgraded infotainment interior tech. 4, refined suspension and smoother ride quality. And 5, newer performance drivetrain with improved power delivery. Right, so we're in the Tesla in Nottingham. We're about to lose daylight. So the first thing I noticed, they've got the stalk back, and you've still got the pedal shift, which is great. I love that because it kind of works out whether you need to move forward. Obviously I manually did it then, but if I was reversing to a spot, the gear shift would automatically decide whether I'm going forward and backwards, which is great for a 3-point turn. So I think the best setting for this one today to compare it to my model Performance is, I'm just going to make sure it's in it. So obviously insane, we have to go insane, don't we? That's but I put it in standard standard setting for ride and handling. Obviously that's for those that like a normal car experience, so let's go for sport. I like my steering wheel light, but let's go for standard. There we go. So the settings all set up. Now it is rush hour where we get to do the magic 0 to 60 time, because I believe this is 2.9 seconds, is debatable. So we'll find out, won't we? I'm going to put the interior light on so you can see my ugly mush, although I'm not sure whether that interferes with you actually seeing the outside and the screen here. Who knows? So they've got the ambient lighting here. It is quieter in here than my model, double glazing. It feels a bit more plush, to be honest. Obviously this has got the sports seats. It's got the screen in the back now for the kiddies. It does feel better built, no gaps on the build quality here. The ambient lighting around seems to be nice. You can obviously change those colours in the toy box here, where we got ambient lighting, Tronvos. It's also got the new photo booth, light sync, sync with lights and music, match artwork colour, that sort of thing. And they've set it to night only. So let's go and head out towards a dual carriageway. Now, the design, some would say, is probably getting a bit long in the tooth. They had a mild refresh 2 years ago now. Possibly there's a new Model 3 coming out soon, but I've not seen any reports of that. So when it came out, it had that kind of frog face. I've kind of got used to the frog face. This does look sleeker from the front. Now compare it to a BYD, which I was doing a road test on the other day to see if I like the BYD. You can see that review at the end of this video. Click on the link. I still prefer this from a driver's point of view. This is fully digital, but the BYD felt like a bit over designed. It was a bit plasticky in places. and it was almost like, for those that are just still using a fax machine, maybe just moving into email, so the infotainment system was there but not as good as this. It did have the gimmick where the screen rotated. Now if you're watching this in America, hello my American cousins, love America, especially as you have FSD. This is a mild version in this. It's just like advanced cruise control. But if you're in America, you don't have BYD yet. They have sold something like 55,000 cars in the UK last year, compared to Tesla's around about 100, probably 80,000. Tesla was still the number one selling brand for EVs in the UK in 2025. The Model Y and the Model 3 were the top selling vehicles. Model Y just pipping the Model 3, because of course the Model Y is a Model 3 that just looks like somebody's blown it up like a balloon, therefore making it more practical. Big boot space, more space in the back. But if you don't have a big family to look around, I mean, this is still a great car for families, or a company rep, but it's not as practical as the Model Y. But actually, from a driving experience, I know that the Juniper is much improved on the original Model Y. It doesn't sort of wallow so much, but this still is the best driver's car. I mean, you've just got all that power when you need it. Is this peak 3, as in the best setup you can buy? No, I'd say probably the rear-wheel drive is all you need, and with the better efficiency. But if you just like to have a smile on your face and have all the benefits of electric driving, the charger network, which is the best, the cheapest, then this is the car. If you like sitting next to a BMW at the traffic lights, this is very understated. Some might even say a microwave, but it will thrash the pants off it. I just feel, as I've mentioned numerous times, and I know the Tesla fan base, Tesla boys out there will agree with me, once you've driven a Tesla, it is very hard to go back to a normal legacy vehicle, an analog vehicle, whether that be Mercedes, whether it be Volkswagen, BMW, Audi, etc. They all feel just a little bit dated. Yes, they have pretty dashboards with lots of buttons you don't need, and lots of buttons, but this is simple. People moan about it being, but how hard is it? Put the temperature up there, job done. Wipe the windscreen, press the button there. You know, it's got everything you need. You know, audio, press there. It's not hard. It really isn't hard, and you get used to it. Like you use things on your smartphone. I remember the smartphones that used to have all the keyboards and what am I thinking of? BlackBerry, wasn't it? I remember when iPhone first came out, people were saying, "Oh no, can't text. It's just a screen." And now you're there with your screen, swiping, wiping, sometimes swiping and then wiping. You can get dinner from it, you can get a date from it, you can organise your life from it. That's very much the same here. This is Tesla's equivalent. This is iPhone standard software in a Tesla. Only better, because Tesla have probably morphed into an AI company. They've got robots coming up. He owns the satellites in the sky, payment systems, social media communication, X. In America, they have Grok on this thing. I can talk to it and it will advise where I need to go. You know, I might say, well, I need to go and get some chicken because I'm hungry. Then I want a nice place to relax and eat it. Grok will do all that for you in the States. I don't know why we don't have it in Europe. It's probably some archaic, silly EU ruling. But it will come eventually. But I've seen it in the States. You can literally say, I want chicken, I want somewhere nice. By the way, could you arrange me a date? You can do all that and it will take you there. It can run your life for you. So Tesla, BYD is just a car company. Mercedes they just make a metal box with a dated engine in it and 4 wheels. This is so much more. It is equipped now, if legislated, to drive me. I don't need to be holding the steering wheel. That's what I like about Tesla. It's it's kind of the future proves the past. So we've got the past now, but it's equipped for the future as well. That was a bit deep, wasn't it? But anyway, back to the here and now, and we're stuck in traffic behind a bus. But yeah, a great place to be. So let's now go and find a bit of an open road and see what we can achieve there, kids. Okay, see if we can get my teeth nice and smiley. Right, so let's go around the roundabout. Now, this is where I'm going to need that acceleration, isn't it, to go around this roundabout. So we're going to whiz round, should be in that line, and whiz round and go up there. Just need a break in the traffic. No one is going that way to block off. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Go! Wow. Literally just took off there to get into that gap on the roundabout. Now we're going to make myself dizzy. It's a bit like making a cocktail, isn't it? You're just putting random things in there, shaking it about, and ultimately I'm going to make myself feel very sick. But yeah, so now hopefully we'll get a little bit of road where we can just give it some welly. So I'm going to slow right down now, much to the disgust of the person behind me. I think he's going to... Have we got a police car coming? No, we're fine. Let's go. Oh, now the yellow car just comes in. Now we've got an ambulance. It's not ideal conditions today, but as you can see there, we're up to 70 miles an hour. Past the speed camera sign very quickly. It's well planted on the road. It is literally, I think it's faster than because this has insane mode. The other one just had sports mode and the old performance. It's a lot quieter. I'm just going to try to go back now to the suspension and try it in, what was it, ride and handling standard, still keeping it insane mode. Look, don't know whether you can see behind me, but there's a police car or an ambulance. We can now pretend we just robbed a bank and there's not a cat in hell's chance they'll get me unless they've got a load of drones. And then history, so we're going to go around here now. Just grips the road. This, for electric cars, you think they're heavier, a lot heavier, but this is just gripping the road. Perfect. And it's quite very smooth. Really is. If you've ever driven a BMW M series, this just handles like that, only better. You can just, wow, I didn't even have to touch it and I broke the law. So that's the thing for me. But even your standard Model 3s are quick, 4 seconds is very respectable. When you think the original Golf GTI that we all designed as kids, well, if you were kids, then you won't really remember that. But, or in Europe, we had the Ford Escort XR3i or the RS Turbo. Go and look at their 0 to 60 times. I mean, really, this is all the car you need. Surprisingly, I've used this to take 2 kids and myself to an airport with maximum 32 kilogram pieces of luggage. We fitted it all in. It's a very practical car as well. I actually think, even though I own both a Y and a 3, I actually think the 3 is the car. If I had a choice of stepping in one car and taking it out, it would be the 3. If I was taking the wife and the kids out, probably the Y. But for me, personally, when I'm solo cruising, it's the Model 3. It just love it. Just love it. So last year they sold 22,000 of these in the UK. 22,000. It's still holding its own. It's still coming top of most of the reviews, unless they're anti-Elon Musk, because he's gone into politics. But when they let the car do the talking, this is the car. So I've got a decision to make. I've got an old Model 3, a Range Rover, and a new Model Y. I missed out on buying the Performance because it wasn't released when I bought the car. Although as I looked at in the Model Y Performance, it doesn't really justify the upgrade, apart from those lovely, sexy, bigger wheels. My Model 3 is going to be losing value. That's still, it's getting old. Do I buy this now? Do I upgrade that Model 3 to this vehicle? Or do I hang around for a year on the off chance that it must be due another facelift soon? Elon Musk, he's just, it's like the iPhone, it's the software that updates and the phone changes mildly. And I think you'll find that with his cars. There won't be a groundbreaking new Model 3, there may be, but I think it just evolves. And to be fair, most cars just evolve, don't they? Think of the Golf, how many generations that's gone through. And you still get design cues from the original Golf. Or the Range Rover, which was just passing there, how that's evolved. That was the Range Rover Sport. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Should I just keep my 21? It's the software gets updated. No other manufacturer offers you those software updates. Anyway, that's just what I think. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and share this channel. I'm new to it. I'm learning. Some of my videos are crap. This one's crap as well, maybe. But you are watching, and I do appreciate it. Even if there's just 10 of you watching, I'd still do it because I just find it fun, and I love Teslas. Brilliant car. If you want to know more about the Model 3, I'm going to be lazy here. There's hundreds of reviews on it, but I just wanted to come out on a personal journey today to see what the new Performance was like compared to my old one. And this just feels a little bit better on the handling. Might be something to do with newer tyres, I don't know. It's quieter. It's very, very nicely equipped. It feels a lot better. Apart from that, it feels cheaper. Yeah, all good. So like, subscribe, comment. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.